love to hear from you. What was it like to be a part of this show? Because it's so different than what I've seen in the past.
Well, first of all, it's a pleasure being with you today. Thank you so much for the love and the support. I'm glad that you're loving Secretos de las Indomables on Canela TV. It's actually doing an amazing, connection with the audience. And as far as being part of this show per se, this project rather better, it was an amazing experience. Even though that at one point, because it happens when you have a lot of divas together, the drama occurs. It was a learning experience, and that's really how you have to look at it. Because at the end of the day, all the women that are part of this project all have an amazing career, and all deserve to be respected. And I admired, something of each one of them. And that's truly what I take with me. Even though, like I said before, we had our issues here and there, at the end of the day, the outlook was actually very positive.
Mm-hmm. And I think that's what makes this show different, because you have a group of ladies who are very successful already, built their own careers, very independent. So when they asked you to be a part of this group, I mean, what was it like for you to just say yes? Because it's very hard to put yourself out there on screen and let these secrets out.
God, well, let me tell you something. I've been exposing my personal life for a few years now. I kind of get it. Mm-hmm. It could be embarrassing. It could be, you could feel ashamed. You can feel in, many ways. And it could be a hard situation. It could be a hard space to be in. I do appreciate that. I feel that my transparency and my honesty on the show can connect with a lot of women in a way that it can inspire and motivate them to seek for help, to seek for justice, to speak the truth, to be unapologetically themselves, regardless of the situation. So if you really look at it, it's more about looking at it on the positive outlook. And yeah, like I said before, it's not easy to expose your life when you know that the whole world is going to be judging you, because, for some, it may inspire, and for others, it's just entertainment.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. And these shows like these are been really popular over the years, but there's not many with a all Latina cast. Or Latina in general, to be a part of a show that's primarily Latina. How important is it to have shows like this and to be able to show the Latina perspective?
I think it's extremely important to show the Latina perspective, because the Latina voice needs to be heard. I think that in many occasions, all around the board, they may look at us as being, the sex appeal and the el sazón and all this stuff, but it's like, if you pause for 2 seconds, our voice actually really do matter and do make a difference. There's a lot of situations that are going to happen on the show that are going to be very impactful for the Latino community. And some people were willing to reveal very personal things that I would have never imagined. And even their honesty made me feel like, well, damn, I guess I thought I was going through it. You're really going through it.
And it really does bring out the whole question when you go back to that, where people who have, it doesn't matter what level of success you have, financially, non-financially, we have the same problems and we have the same issues. And when you hear from other people that they're going through the same thing, how important is it to be able to disclose that and be able to, especially like we're going to be coming up in 2 months with Mental Health Awareness Month. We have Breast Cancer Month next month. What is it going to be like when you hear these stories and people hear them?
I think that in many occasions, no one really thinks about the importance of mental health. And it is something very serious. I know more than one woman on this show that has had to deal with being criticized worldwide for their experiences. And in many occasions, people will look and judge for their own personal entertainment and not try to put themselves in their shoes and understand that they're only but a woman, right? And they're only but a human being. And things are not necessarily always what they seem. As I know, and I won't specify because I really want people to watch the show, but I know one more than the other that pretends and does this facade of her being fine and she's strong and she can, but then even having this opportunity of seeing her break down and speaking her truth and showcasing how she covers her pain with working out and taking care of her health. And that is a great way of doing it, but you still need to heal. you still really need to get deep down to what really the issue is. So I'm just proud to know that I was able to be part of a cast with a lot of strong women that the world looks up to, but they were able to be vulnerable to the point where tears were, there was tears from all of us. There were confessions that were never said before. There were a couple of fights here and there. I'm not gonna lie, it got a little feisty, but I mean, hey, that's
it happens, These shows,
it happens.
As long as you got a couple good licks in, then you're good. One thing I gotta definitely talk about is the locale. The location was just beautiful.
Thank you.
To be a part of that, to be at that location, I mean, how much has it become more of a retreat than it does? Do you forget about it's a show?
Well, we had a lot of moments to enjoy, but at the same time, we were trying to give the best of us to be able to get this project done. So we didn't have as much time, but the little opportunities that we did have to enjoy, trust me, we made the best out of it.
It just looks so, it's almost like you see it and you're just like, okay, I want to go down there. I need to go experience this because it was so beautiful.
It was beautiful. And not only that, but I really want to just thank all the Mexican audience, the people that received us in Mexico, in Tulum, with all the love and just, the hospitality. It was just so amazing. I really enjoyed it. The food, the weather, just the way that they treated us. I have no complaints, and only but to say how grateful I was for the way that they received me as a, as an outcast, as a tourist, right? It was just such a beautiful experience. I can't wait to go back.
Yeah, and I gotta mention, all you ladies, that one guy who greets you in the beginning, I forgot his name.
Leo.
You all had a good time just with him.
You know what? I'm gonna admit, Leo is fine as hell. Leo is really cute. I did my best to stay professional, but I did have a little fun with him, just like the rest of the girls.
Well, I mean, I can't blame you if you do, because you are in the island. So
yeah, it was fun. He was such a sweetheart.
That's great, Amara. Thank you so much for stopping with us. We really appreciate it, and much success in the future. We look forward to talking with you and more projects to come.
Most definitely. Thank you so much for having me. And don't forget, guys, to download the app, download Canela TV. Check us out every Thursday with new episodes of Secretos de las Indomables. It's amazing, and I can't wait for season number 2.
Right. Thank you so much.